My friend, welcome to Mind Medicine, a show about how to win in the face of difficulties, setbacks, and obstacles. How you think determines how you produce. Improve your thinking, and you just might change the world. Hop into my world for a second today, and let's get to work.
Daily Mind Medicine.
My friend, welcome back to a Mind Medicine. Hey, real quick, I just want to share a personal learning lesson and observation with you about two negative emotions, two negative motivations. These two motivations are responsible for almost every mistake I have made in my life, in my career. And by the way, just if you're wondering, I've made many mistakes. There's nobody that you're going to find that is ascending to the top of the pinnacle without having a trail of things that they wish that they could change behind them. And I want to be one of the first people, actually, who can effectively stand on a stage and stand in front of people and talk about the things that I wish I could change, and talk about the things maybe in some small way help people to avoid the mistakes that I've made. But anyway, that's not the point. These two negative motivations you got to watch out for, because they are sleeper cells that will sit inside your psychology and they will tend to ruin your progress forward. And the two motivators are fear and insecurity. It's amazing, friends, what can happen in your life when you have nothing to prove to anyone anymore. And all of us have to wrestle with this a little bit as we get started and as we grow. And especially if you're building a platform, you begin to notice more and more that there's an image, so to speak. But I want to suggest to you actually today that the healthiest version of you that you can become is the version of you who has nothing to prove. The version of you who does not operate out of fear or out of insecurity. It's time for us to stop worrying about what other people think about us, and it's time for us to start fixing what we think about ourselves. It's time to stop worrying what other people think about us, and it's time to start fixing what we think about ourselves. When you're focused on what other people think about you, what you say, what you do, how much money you make, or anything, you're operating from likely a place of insecurity, and from that place of insecurity, you have an incubator for fear. I'll say that again. When you're worried about what other people think about you, you're likely operating from a place of insecurity, and that insecurity is an incubator for fear. Two negative motivators that, if you actually pay attention, can cause you to do some good works, but are unsustainable as a fuel source. It's time for you to fix what you think about yourself. Let me tell you what happens when fear and insecurity are no longer your motivators. What happens when you no longer have anything to prove to anybody else? Your optics are expanded. You can see farther into the future. You begin to play bigger games. Things that may not pay you right now, but will pay you over the next 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years. When you no longer have anything to prove to anybody, you shift your focus away from self-protection into helping other people. Your focus goes from, man, how do I get the best end of this deal, to how do I become someone who can impact nations globally, people all over the world. Your influence begins to expand. As you get to this place of health, as you become a healthier person, not only in the things that you say and do, but internally in the way that you think about yourself, you can be trusted with more and more influence because you are healthy. Less thinking about what other people think about you and more focusing on what you think about yourself. When you fix that, it is a leverage point that tends to enhance every other area of your life. It's time for you to activate the next level of your impact, your influence, your achievement, all of the above. And I believe that the best way to make that happen is to get healthy in what motivates you. No more fear, no more insecurity. My friends, focus exclusively on who you were born to be and go play ball. That's all I got for you.
There you have it, friends. Time to get to work and bring your best to every situation you find yourself in throughout the day. Never settle. Push through always. If you found value in today, please pay it forward by introducing someone that you know to the show and leave us a helpful review online. We'll see you tomorrow.